Hey, what's up, my friend? If you feel like no matter what you do, your wife or your partner, your girlfriend still criticizes you, she pulls away, she is constantly nagging you, and you feel like you are walking on eggshells, first of all, man, you're not alone, and hence why we're here. And secondly, we're gonna flip that dynamic. So in the next 10 minutes, you're gonna learn a three-step reset process that ultimately is just gonna instantly shift the tension, the feeling that you have, bring you into a place of power and attention to yourself without being pissed off, without arguing, without walking on eggshells. So if you're with me, hang tight over the next few minutes and we're gonna walk through the three-step respect reset, I should say, blueprint to help you do this. And this is something that so many men struggle with and really have never been taught how to do this. I know I hadn't. I had to learn this through going through the fire. So we are going to go through the fire together because I want to help you get this right. Look, when you're constantly being judged, when you're constantly being corrected or criticized, and understand the difference. Correction is like, hey, we got a problem going on here. We got a challenge. Let's work on this together. Or I saw you make this mistake. Let me help support you and providing some correction. As parents, our job is to provide correction. As partners, our job is not to criticize. And criticism attacks the individual's identity, who they are, and their character. So we as men do not want to be criticizing anybody. We are coming from a place of power. So I say all that because if you've been constantly judged, corrected, criticized, it's very easy to think that she's the problem while I'm not feeling good, why this relationship isn't working. But power, my friend, boom, real power, doesn't come from changing her. It comes from learning to master yourself. So this is where the respect reset blueprint is going to come into place. It's just a little micro shift, my man, that helps you respond like a grounded, powerful man, a partner, father, a leader, versus the guy that's on the defense. That's weakness, man. And we want to get out of that place. So this is something you can use today in the middle of real life tension. That's something that's real for you, or in the next tension that comes up. But it's something that needs to be a continual practice for you. And I'm telling you, once you see it, once you begin to master this, you can't unsee it. You can't help but make sure that you're in a good spot. Because that's what it really comes down to, is ensuring that you are in a good place. And it's very easy to point the finger at her, but the thing about it is you can't control her. All you can is control yourself. You can't control the relationship, you can control yourself. And this is where guys really get challenged because of this foundational truth. We have been taught to achieve and accomplish. And that's the identity that we take on, is I'm here to achieve and accomplish, and that's in business, that's in a relationship, that's in our health, that's in all different parenting. And so what happens is when we take on that identity and not realizing that's something that we've just created, then when events happen that challenge that identity, well, then we get angry, we get pissed off, we isolate, we stonewall, we begin to develop anxiety and stress and depression. So understanding that you have been sold a bag of goods that doesn't work, this achievement and accomplishing trap. Because yes, I know you want to be a good man. I know you want to be a good partner, whether you're in a relationship or whether yours is already burned to the ground. Maybe you're divorced and you're out looking for a new partner. This all applies. So I know you want to be a good man, and we want to achieve and accomplish that status of being like loved and valued and wanted. And when we don't get those things, then it's what's wrong with me? So we want to elevate your frequency, the energy by which you operate from. Because if you're down here in being pissed off and angry, fearful of what your wife is going to say to you, fearful of, you got to walk on eggshells. You want to be the nice guy so you don't get criticized. Like, dude, that's down here. That's low. Low frequency, fear, shame, guilt, anger. Man, that's a very challenging place to be in. And if you are down there in your relationship, to think that you could all of a sudden be up here in a higher level of consciousness, of love and connection and collaboration at work, in your business, you're lying to yourself, because we don't live in silos. So it's going to transfer over into business down here. Here's the thing. These next 3 steps are going to help elevate you. Now, I want to preface this. Your partner may not be at that same level yet. And that's her journey. But what happens is when we start to elevate ourselves and set boundaries and speak the truth to ourselves, if your partner is down here in criticizing and anger and guilt and all of this down here, let's have some empathy for her there. It doesn't mean we criticize her. It's just we have empathy for her, but understanding that she may want to bring you down, and it's probably what she's been doing, down to that level. And when you're up here, you're going to see that she's down here. And what we're hoping is that you can't help her get up here. She's got to help herself get up to cooperation and collaboration and love, self-actualization, right? I mean, that would be the ultimate, which is what we're all kind of tracking towards. But you can't do that for her. She's got to do it for herself. But the whole process, what you're going to learn is that your relationship is mirroring back to you where you're at in that level of consciousness, that energy. So if you are angry and resentful and pissed off and all that, man, you're vibrating from a low energy, dude. And it's time to elevate you up and be the man capable of having an incredibly grounded and peaceful, loving, intimate, sexual relationship with your partner. You got to be that man. Before you even have it, you have to be that man. So that's what these next 3 steps are all about. So the first one, what we're doing is we're burning down the lies. And in the burn phase, you're when you get criticized, when you are judged, when she comes at you with what you're not doing right and how you're making her life challenging and you're not there for the kids and all of those things. And when she is coming to you with that energy, your ego is going to light up and you're going to get on the defense. And then you're going to start hearing little whispers of lies that you're telling yourself, such as, I'm not a good man. She's mad because I'm failing at being a husband, at partnership, at being a father. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad husband. She doesn't respect me. Like, all these are simply just lies. And this is not truth. It's just the identity you've created. The ego there is trying to protect yourself. It's trying to protect you. And so it's going to tell you, instead of, hey man, you're a good husband. You're a good man. You're trying your best. It is, she's acting crazy. She's, screw her, or she's right. You're not a good man. You need to, go out and do whatever she needs to make her happy. And that's not your job, man. So we want to burn down these lies. It starts by, man, taking a deep breath, man, centering yourself, okay? Pausing before you speak and think of what is the truth. So these thoughts, this prison that you're living in, they're just stories that you're telling yourself. And so stories built from that identity that you've been carrying around for a lifetime. Let's get out of that prison. Number 2, to get out of it, we're going to burn down the lies, and then we're going to build from a place of truth. Now, truth, clarity, we have to tap into our emotions. My friend, you have never been taught to tap into your emotions as a man. I hadn't. All the men, even in my highest paying clients, never have. The guys who have money, guys who've got beautiful wives, most, I'm sure there's some that have. I haven't found any yet. but most were never taught how to drop into their feelings like women can. So this is ownership in your feelings. So when she comes at you or you're feeling something, you're feeling criticized and you're feeling her nagging, there's something going on for her, but it's not your job to figure it out. It's for you to step into, okay, what am I feeling in this moment? Instead of avoiding it and trying to get the heck out of there so you don't face any more criticism, or just giving her what she wants so that you can stop the pain, you can stop the pressure, stop the criticism. Instead of doing that, just stepping in and go, okay, what am I feeling in this moment? Because you can't lead from lack of responsibility. You can't lead without power, and you have to own your feelings. So what am I feeling? Ooh, I am feeling invisible. I'm feeling not valued. I'm feeling unheard, unwanted. I'm not feeling loved. What are those feelings? I'm feeling really sad right now because I feel like I'm being criticized and I'm trying my best. So whatever that may be, name that feeling. Then what we're going to do is we're going to reframe it from a place of truth and from a place of being. You need to become the man capable of being in a relationship where you are respected, valued, wanted. She's craving you sexually. She's craving you emotionally as the man that I know that you want to be. So this is the shift that really changes everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to get to the truth. This is not about her. This is about you. It's about how you lead yourself. So asking yourself, who do I want to be right now? Who is this? And as I mentioned from the beginning, we're going to burn down the lies. We're going to tap into the feeling, and then we're going to be that man. I am a good man. I am valued. I'm a good husband. I'm a good human. I'm human. I make mistakes. That's natural. I am respect. I am wanted. So that is the truth, man. And you may not feel it right now, but nobody else is ever going to give that to you. Ever. Not your wife, not your kids, not your customers. The only person that can give that to you is you. So if you want to feel valued, start valuing yourself. If you want to feel loved, start loving yourself. You want to feel respected, start respecting yourself. Because she is feeling your energy. She's feeling you down here. Feeling your lack of respect for yourself. She's feeling the lack of love and value for yourself. When she criticizes you and you melt and say, okay, honey, and you just go do it, even though your energy is like, I don't want to be doing this right now. I don't want to come home and immediately start doing the dishes. I need 30 minutes to me. So once you get to the truth, then you can learn to start to implement this and set boundaries. That's what she's looking for. She's pressing your boundaries, waiting for you to step up and go, nope, this is my boundary. This is what I want. This is who I am. She feels that respect. She feels that love. She feels that masculine man in you. And she is going to soften to that. If she doesn't, that's work that she needs to work on. We can't control her. We can't control is you. That way you show up in this space as the man that you want to be. Now the challenge is most men don't know who they really want to be. And by all means, that's what the whole Be the Torch program is about. If you're familiar with our programs, by all means, you got to tap into them and we're going to help you be that man, understanding who you really are. But I'm telling you, from this framework, once you can calm yourself in the moment, coming from a place of power, dude, you recognize the real battle isn't with her. It's with you. It's about you getting better. You honoring and respecting yourself. You valuing yourself. This is something, man, I wish I had understood growing up. This is where leadership begins. Begins with you. It's putting your mask on first. So if you're in that scenario in your world, please stop focusing on changing her. Stop focusing on fixing the relationship and start focusing on you. Start improving you, valuing, respecting, loving you. Get to the truth. Put yourself in a reframing position, recognizing that the truth of who you really are. Get to the feelings that you have and expressing those first to yourself. Then that will come out in your relationship. So if this hit home for you, this is of value, by all means. However you got access to this is free to all of you. Please send me a message in the comments and just let me know, like, dude, this helped, this worked. If you'd like to take the next steps with something like this, I'm here to help you. As I mentioned, our Be the Torch program encompasses relationships, health, business, your wealth, all the above. Optimizing you, the man, optimizing the empire that you're trying to build, and then optimizing your legacy. Be the torch, brother.